Picture this. It's the end of a perfect evening, and instead of the usual goodbye, you employ a tactic you learned today. Suddenly, she's not just saying goodnight, but suggesting a more intimate continuation of the night. In this episode, we teach you the tactics that make this scenario a reality, showing you how to be so compelling that she can't resist taking the lead. These tactics will keep her intrigued, excited, and craving more, whether you've just met or you're well into the dating phase. Ready to learn how to make her chase you into the bedroom? Let's dive in. 1. Touch her gently, but leave her wanting more. Touch can be incredibly powerful, but it's all about how you do it. If you want her to chase you, you need to master the art of gentle, fleeting touches that leave her wanting more. Imagine you're sitting next to her. Maybe your knees or arms brush slightly. Don't linger, just let it happen and then pull away. The goal here is to create sparks without making it too obvious. It's the kind of touch that says, "I'm interested, but I'm not rushing things." You could place a light hand on her lower back when you're guiding her through a crowd, or casually brush her hair away from her face. Each time, keep it brief and let her feel the absence of your touch just as much as she felt the contact. This builds anticipation and keeps her on edge, wondering when, and if, it'll happen again. Over time, these small touches can build up a lot of sexual tension, making her want more physical closeness, but on her terms. It's all about making her feel the chemistry without ever pushing too hard. Trust me, she'll start craving more before you even realize it. 2. Be playfully unavailable. One of the biggest mistakes guys make is being too available. Sure, showing interest is important, but being constantly at her beck and call can kill the chase before it even starts. Instead, try being playfully unavailable. What does that mean? It's about balancing your availability, showing her you're interested, but also having your own life, your own plans, and not always being immediately reachable. For example, if she invites you to hang out, don't always say yes right away. Let her know you're interested, but have other plans or commitments. It's not about ignoring her or playing mind games. It's about showing her that you're not sitting around waiting for her to call. This creates a sense of mystery and makes her wonder what you're up to when you're not around. You can also keep the playful vibe going by being flirty in your texts without responding too quickly or too predictably. Don't always be the one initiating contact. Let her come to you sometimes. When she starts chasing your attention, it's a sign that you've got her hooked. Remember, attraction builds when she feels like she's working for your time and attention. 3. Compliment her uniquely. A well-timed compliment can go a long way, but generic compliments, like telling her she's beautiful, can only take you so far. If you really want to stand out and make her chase you, focus on giving unique compliments that make her feel seen in ways others haven't. Notice something about her that most guys wouldn't, whether it's her quirky sense of humor, her intelligence, or the way she lights up when she talks about her passions. For instance, instead of saying, "You look nice today," you could say, "I love how passionate you get when you talk about your favorite books." This shows you're paying attention to who she is, not just what she looks like. Compliments like this make her feel appreciated on a deeper level and make her want to seek out more of that validation from you. The more specific you are, the more impact it has. Maybe you compliment her on the way she makes everyone feel comfortable in a group setting, or how she has a unique style that no one else can pull off. These kinds of compliments stick with her because they show you're noticing her individuality, not just surface-level traits. And when she feels truly seen, she'll be eager to spend more time with you. 4. Send suggestive texts, not explicit ones. Texting can be a powerful tool for building desire, but here's the trick. You don't need to be explicit to make things steamy. In fact, leaving things to her imagination can be far more effective. Instead of sending texts that are too forward, try keeping it suggestive and playful. You want her to fill in the blanks with her imagination. For example, instead of saying something direct like, "I want you," you could send something more subtle like, "I can't stop thinking about last night," or "I wonder what would happen if we were alone right now." These types of texts plant ideas in her head without being overly graphic. It's all about teasing and letting her mind wander. The beauty of suggestive texts is that they build anticipation. She'll be thinking about what you could mean and will be more curious about where things might go. This keeps the conversation flirty and fun, while leaving room for her to participate in the back and forth teasing. The less you give away, the more she'll want to figure out what's really on your mind. And that's where the chase begins. If you're enjoying today's tips on dating, don't forget to like and comment. For a deeper transformation, consider our free 60-minute strategy call. You'll learn how to meet more women and date with newfound confidence. Click the link in the pinned comment to reserve your session. 5. Let her catch you admiring her. Sometimes the best way to spark attraction is through subtle body language. Let her catch you admiring her. Not in a creepy or overly obvious way, but in a way that shows genuine appreciation. This could be as simple as letting your eyes linger on her for a moment longer than usual, or giving her a slight smile when she catches you looking. It's all about being subtle, but intentional. For instance, you're sitting across from her at a dinner or a party, and while she's talking to someone else, you let your gaze rest on her for a moment. When she turns and notices, you don't look away quickly. Instead, hold her gaze for just a second and give her a soft smile, maybe even a raised eyebrow. This small, subtle action communicates interest without being too forward. It tells her that you find her attractive, but you're not trying to make a move right away. This kind of moment creates intrigue. She'll be left wondering what's going on in your head. Letting her catch you admiring her sets the stage for her to make the next move, and when she feels that subtle admiration, she's more likely to chase after that attention. 6. Use body language to create desire. Words are great, but body language is a whole other game when it comes to building attraction. The way you move, the way you position yourself around her, and even how you hold her gaze can speak volumes without you saying a word. One of the most powerful things you can do is use your body language to create desire. Lean in a little closer when you're talking to her, but don't invade her personal space. Hold her gaze longer than usual, but don't stare. Make it feel intentional and full of meaning. Touching her lightly on the arm or shoulder during conversation is a great way to establish connection without overstepping. Another tactic is mirroring her movements subtly. If she leans in, you lean in slightly too. If she crosses her legs, you follow suit after a moment. This subconscious mimicry builds rapport and makes her feel more connected to you. The key here is to be smooth, not rushed. Every movement should feel natural, like it's a part of the conversation. Your body language can make her feel drawn to you without even realizing it, setting the stage for her to want more physical closeness on her own terms. 7. Let the tension build naturally. Don't rush it. One of the biggest mistakes guys make is trying to fast-track intimacy. But if you really want her to chase you, let the tension build naturally. This means taking your time, enjoying the slow burn, and not being in a hurry to get physical. The longer you let the tension simmer, the more intense it becomes. And by the time she makes a move, it's going to feel electric. Instead of trying to speed things up, focus on making her comfortable while also creating a sense of mystery. Engage in deep conversation, make her laugh, and flirt subtly throughout the interaction. Little moments, like a brush of your hand or a lingering look, can heighten the tension without crossing any lines. She'll begin to crave more, but only because you've made her wait for it. When you let the tension build, it shifts the dynamic. Now, she's the one thinking about when that next move is going to happen. Patience is key here. Trust that by giving her space to chase, you're making the eventual reward that much sweeter. 8. Be mysterious about your intentions. Finally, one of the best ways to make her chase you is to keep her guessing. Don't reveal all your intentions too soon. Be a little mysterious. Women love a guy who isn't an open book right away. It creates intrigue, and intrigue leads to attraction. You don't need to be secretive, but you also don't have to lay everything out on the table right away. For example, when she asks about your plans or your feelings, don't always give a straight answer. Playfully dodge the question, or give her just enough to keep her interested without spilling everything. It's about keeping her curious about you, wondering what's going on in your mind. This doesn't mean playing games, but rather maintaining an air of mystery that keeps her engaged. When she can't predict your next move, she's more likely to invest time and effort into figuring you out. So now that you know how to make her chase you into the bedroom, what's next for you? Discover what to say to turn a woman on, or learn why generous and reliable men are often left single. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.